Hey girl, hey, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Dash, and it's my birth week, bitch. Okay, it's also days 12 and 13. Today is days 13, but we're gonna do day 12 and 13 together because I feel like the content went together and like individually the videos wouldn't have. I would have just been like figuring out shit to do for the video, and I just felt like I didn't have to do all that, So I'm gonna give it to you together in this specific video. My birthday celebration has already started. Okay, I've been lit since yesterday, but we're really gonna get lit when Suge touched down on Wednesday. My actual birthday is Wednesday the 15th, but I leave to go celebrate my birthday on Thursday. But either way, we late all week. Okay, if you have a call with me this week, like, bitch, let's get it, because I'm like super turned and I'm so excited. In this video, we're gonna talk about how to date like a goddess, because period. Okay, if you've done my Date Like a Goddess workshop, then you already know the 8 components. Okay, so we're gonna talk about the 8 components here, and then we're gonna talk about some masculine and feminine energy and things that you need to like kind of assess and like know of along your like feminine journey and goddess journey all around, because sometimes the masculine energy traits or masculine things are very relevant to your business life if you are a businesswoman, and can also be used in your personal life in some different ways, but it's also important to be able to decipher the difference between feminine and masculine energy. So I'm going to point to a few things in this specific video, even though this isn't a masculine versus feminine video itself. Okay, so we're gonna get all into that. Okay, now the deals of the day. Today's deal of the day for the 13th is the $200 special off the mini mine. There are very few spots left. I have a few more applications to go over, but I've been sending offers out. So if you're one of my girlies and you're already set up for the mini mine, I know I talked to 2 of you within the past 2-3 days. Yay, I'm so excited to have you, and I can't wait to meet you on November 28th. And like, if you didn't know, my mastermind mini mind groups are always 7 to 10 people max. So they're very personal, and the people in the groups always have something in common so that the fucking vibes can flow. You know what I mean? So I'm so excited. If you're in that group, I can't wait to meet you. And then the special for today, which was the 12th, was $100 off an Ask Dash call. So Ask Dash is not going to be existing. It hasn't really existed this year. I haven't promoted it anything. There's not a just public link for it. I don't wish to talk to everybody, y'all know that. I usually send the link to people who want a call with me if they've DM'd me first and we had a bit of a conversation, but I mostly only talk to people who are my private coaching clients, because I do have different tiers of private coaching. So make sure you guys take advantage of it. It's $100 off. The link is below in the description box for both that, the mini mind application, and then the one-to-one coaching application. Don't forget, on the 14th and 15th, I will be reviewing one-to-one applications to work with me privately, and I will be reaching out to people directly after my birthday vacation to get you rolling and started so that we can step into the new year together. I'm very, very, very excited for the clients that I will be choosing for one-to-one going into this new year, because something big is happening. Okay, you do not, and I'm going to say this clearly, you do not want to miss day 15's video. You do not. This is most likely one of the best videos that will have been ever recorded on my channel, for sure. So you do not want to miss day 15 video. Okay, also, I know y'all peep this shit in the background. Now, the OCD bitch in me is like, this is ghetto, but I said I wanted y'all to be a part of the like transformation, so when y'all see what this turns into, remember this. Remember that this is aluminum. I said it on not aluminum, what the fuck, steel. This is a steel thing. It's not like, you can't just like cut it. You can't break it. You can bend it, but whatever. I don't know if you can hear that, But either way, there are tools coming for me to be able to cut it. And yeah, so I feel like it's ghetto, but I feel like it's authentic, and I feel like y'all fuck with me, so it's okay, But either way, okay, those are the specials. If you need any other link, it is below in the description box. Make sure you follow me on Instagram so you can turn up with me all week, because I'm lit as fuck all week to bring in my 27th birthday. I feel like the 27th is going to be the best year of my life. 26 was the best year of my life so far, but I feel like 27 is going to be, oh my gosh. Okay, so either way, make sure you follow me on Instagram, and now let's get into this video. Okay, so first things first, the 8 components, okay? So if you've done my Date Like a Goddess workshop, I've broken it down into the 8 components, and it tells you how to like live within each component, okay? So there was a special for the Date Like a Goddess workshop, I think like day 2 or 3 of the 15 days of Dash. So if you took advantage, kudos to you, bad bitch, okay? If you're interested and want to know more about Date Like a Goddess, make sure you send me a DM on Instagram and we can figure out how to get you set up, okay? It is also below in the little shop thing, but I might offer you a special because it's 15 days of Dash, you know? Either way, if you're interested, once I go over these specific topics, you know, okay? We're going to try to zoom through this because I don't want this video to be super long, because we're covering 2 different topics, because we're covering 2 different days 12 and 13. Don't forget, okay? So the first thing is living in love. Now, it's important that you get to an element of living in love. I like to describe living in love as you've entered your goddess realm. You've entered goddess energy. You understand what it means to live in love. To live in love means to live light, to live with an ease, to live almost nonchalantly, but not nonchalantly because you've been hurt and you're tired. Nonchalant because you understand that your life is meant to have ebb and flow. Nonchalant because, babe, this is what it is. This is who I am. I have accepted myself. I am shameless. I know who I am. Nobody can tell me who I am. And I'm going to thrive and live whether you're in my life or not. That is living in love. That is living in light, okay? So you always want to start with living in love first, okay? The next thing is understanding the feminine archetypes, okay? And I feel like it's important to understand that there are feminine archetypes and there are seduction archetypes. If you were to read Robert Greene's, The Art of Seduction, that's the same author of 48 Laws of Power. If you don't know who Robert Greene is, get the fuck familiar, girl, because you need to know his tea, okay? But The Art of Seduction breaks down the different seduction types. That's where you fall into the realms of siren, coquette, ideal lover, the charismatic, the rake is like the masculine form of one of the arts of seduction. I can't think of all of them right now. Those are like my top ones. Those are ones that I typically embody really thoroughly, you know. Specifically the siren and the coquette. Those are my girlies. Even the ideal lover. Those are really good in finesse world because they're kind of like easy manipulation formats to make the person that you're dealing with, you know, fall for you even sooner. But it's important to understand the feminine archetypes is outside of the seduction archetypes, which is like the mother, the maiden, the crone, the enchantress, the queen, the creatrix, the warrioress, the priestess, and it's one more I think I skipped over. Either way, they're all like things that I cover inside of the Date Like a Goddess workshop, but they're also things that you can like search yourself if you want to understand. The big thing that people don't understand about archetypes is they like, you know, all these quizzes like, oh, archetype quiz, take an archetype quiz and figure out which archetype you are. Bitch, you're all of them. You're all of them. And you're all of them throughout different aspects of your life. You're all of them when different things happen to you throughout your life. So it's important to understand when you should embody each one or how to recognize when you're in a current embodiment of one so that you can make the shift if you need to, you know. One big shift that you will see within your 20s and 30s. A lot of women who have had children younger see it even younger, but it's going from the maiden to the mother. So the maiden is like you lit as fuck, like you vibing, you very naive, you're not really hip to what the fuck is going on, you're just having a good time. You're still kind of like in the mix, you don't really have a solidified like idea of like what you're doing with your life, different things like that. A lot of people go from the maiden to the mother. You have to step into the mother earlier if you've had a child because it's just more responsibility, but the mother is like the definition of the mother, and it doesn't mean you have to have a child, but it's like you're more responsible about your life. You care more about what you're doing in that current situation. You know you have a focus, you know you have a goal, and now it's time for me to really nurture what I'm trying to do with myself. Like a lot of people are currently going through that maiden to mother shift, okay? And a lot of people get stuck in the mother phase and end up not really having fun or like experiencing life the way they can experience life because they're so damn serious because they've entered the mother, you know, archetype or whatever. But one other one as well is the enchantress. I tend to see the enchantress a lot in my clients that are in their 30s because I feel like the enchantress is very similar to the mother, but the enchantress is even deeper because it's later on, and it's kind of like the enchantress is going to give you like your opportunity to live again if you're gone from like maiden to mother. A lot of people go through the enchantress phase, and the enchantress phase is like a really like testable time period. I'll give you one example of that. So one of the notes that I have listed for the Enchantress is that this is like the self-discovery part 2, or the wave before the crone sets in. This is your time to do all the things that you've wanted to do for years, but chose to be a mother instead. One thing I put here is a note for people who have children. Your children are grown now, or your children are at an age where you don't have to do as much nurturing. So this is where you allow your maturity and your wisdom to guide you on your journey. So it's almost like you're the maiden again, but you've gotten the maturity of being in your mother phase so that you can have more direction within your enchantress phase. Okay. So I describe it and explain it very deeply inside of the Day Like a Goddess workshop. So that's just something to keep in mind. One thing I also wanted to add is the archetype that I forgot about was the lover, which is funny that I would forget about that one. And I also had forgot about the healer. Those are other major feminine archetypes. Now, one other one that isn't talked about a lot because it comes on a lot later in life, but when you also hear about people talking about archetypes, you will always hear the mother, the maiden, and the crone, because it's typically like stages of life. So the maiden is the beginning, the mother is the middle, and the crone is the end. The crone has like the old wise woman knowledge. So like your grandmother is more than likely in her crone state. And I hate using crone for that, but the other word for crone is the wise woman. So the mother, the maiden, and the wise woman, you know? Okay. So that's number 2. That's phase 2 of dating like a goddess. It's understanding the archetypes and understanding how to utilize the archetypes in your personal and your dating life. The third thing is charm and seduction. Okay. If you don't have no sauce, okay, you're going to fail. You're going to fail. You're not going to live the life that you deserve. Anything. You need to have some charm. You need to have some seduction. You need to have some allure. You know, a man needs to wonder about you. A man needs to feel enticed by you, you know? And if you don't have that sauce, if you don't have that about you, that damn about her, you know, it's going to be hard to keep him. You might be able to get him, but you might struggle to keep him. And see, that's where I come into play. That's why I come to play. I'm the queen of seducing, the queen of charm, the queen of looking at you and you giving me everything that you want. Like, that's important. But I feel like that comes along with so many different components of your own well-being. You got to be confident. You got to feel like you look good. You got to feel like you that bitch to really shine like you that bitch. You know what I'm saying? So charm and seduction are key. I'm not going to dive deep into that. There's actually a lesson on charm and seduction inside of the app if you're at the $47 level, because you should be, bitch, because you took advantage of the the 15 Days of Dash special. You're at the $47 coaching tier, which gives you full access to the app. And if you go to the Open Me Weekly section, you're going to see all the wonderful little things waiting along for you in that section, the lessons that go month to month. And you're going to see the charm and seduction section, or the charm like a goddess section. I know it's a specific section I put for that. And I will teach you all about charm and seduction. And then if you want an even thorougher aspect of charm and seduction, then of course you want to look at the Seduce Like a Siren Masterclass, which is also inside of the app under the masterclasses. So if you're in the $47 tier, you're really set when it comes to charm and seduction. And there's so many other things related to charm and seduction coming along as well. But, and it's videos. I've done videos on charm and seduction. Like, you shouldn't struggle, bitch. You shouldn't struggle. But either way, that's key. And if you don't have it, you need to work on it. All right. Next thing, okay, is vetting high caliber men. That's the next level of dating like a goddess. You need to understand that vetting men is everything. Everything. And I'm not kidding. Like, so many of you waste your time because you don't know how to vet. And guess what, bitch? It's a fucking lesson and under the Open Me Weekly for I think the month of either September or October. It's all about vetting. There's even a vetting checklist there for you, honey. All you have to do is be on the full access plan. And that special was $47. There might be one more day to sign up at that tier on the final day of 15 Days of Dash. But either way, all you gotta do is check the description box. If it's there, that means you can sign up for it. But it's there. It's always there. It's waiting on you. It tells you exactly what you need to know. It gives you an idea list. I even put an idea list inside of the Day Like a Goddess workshop as well. But it's important to vet these men. If you don't vet these men, you're wasting your time. You're wasting your life. You're wasting everything. You need to know, because you can got all these feelings for somebody, and then you find out that they don't even align with the lifestyle that you're trying to have, you know? So it's important that you're vetting. You're finding out all the good things. You're finding out all the questions that you need to know. One thing that recently came to head, I don't know if I said this in a video or if I said this to a client, but when vetting, you know how you always want to ask about children to know, you know, how much money is being spent towards children and shit on a monthly basis. You want to know that. You should also think about the kids that are older and in college. Is this man paying for his kids that are in college? This is if you're dating an older man, or if you're dealing with a sugar daddy or something like that. Like, Are they paying for kids in college as well? Because that's still a bill, if not a bigger bill than having a child. So it's important that you're vetting and you know the things that are important and relevant to you along your dating journey. It's a vetting list for a potential long-term partner / husband, and it's a vetting list for a sugar daddy or a sponsor. I thought of everything, okay? Don't forget, y'all, when I'm acting crazy, it's the liquor. It ain't me. It's the liquor. I'm a little lit, okay? The next thing is platinum, silver, gold, okay? Platinum, silver, gold is key. Platinum, silver, gold is something I talk to all my clients about. If you don't have a platinum, silver, gold chart, then what the fuck are you doing, okay? Platinum, silver, gold is the way you decipher what the hell is going on in your dating life when you're either trying to build a roster or you're trying to find a man, okay? You have your charts. On the top of the platinum, silver, gold is the things. So what is platinum to you? Platinum to me in this era is me living my motherfucking life with the man of my dreams. What does that look like for me? What does the man of my dreams and what comes with that look like for me? That's what platinum is for me in this chapter. Platinum might not be that for you. Platinum might be the best damn sugar daddy. Regardless, put what's in there. What comes with him? What do you want from him, right? Gold, it's like, ooh, I like him, but I don't really know. For me, okay? Don't forget. And you can have one of these for your, like, serious dating life and for your finesse life as well, but I'm pretty much past that. So, like, mine is pretty serious. So my gold really resonates with, like, what's exciting to me. Like, oh, he rustles my dazzle. He rustles my dazzle, bitch. You know, and it's certain things within that criteria that I expect from a man in gold, okay? Like, the guy I'm dating now that I've been talking to y'all about, he's gold, bitch. He's gold. I haven't met a plat yet. I've met some really close plats, a couple this year specifically that I thought was plats until I realized, nah, he's gold. You know what I mean? But gold is like, yeah, he rises my dazzle. He could go up to platinum or he could remain in gold, but we're good. I like him, you know? And then silver is like your scalp. Silver is like, I got a silver too. And he just so damn boring. Like, ugh. I be like in the conversation and fucking forget I'm having a conversation with him. You know what I mean? But everything else about him checks out. It makes sense. You know, he spends money. Like, he's fun. He's good looking. He ain't got no kids. He wants a wife. Like, you know, it all makes sense. He just boring. So he's in my silver. That's what silver is for me, you know? So once you have the the top bar of your chart, I'm going to put a picture of the chart here on the thing so y'all can see. The top part of your chart is the things and experiences, feelings, everything up there, okay? The bottom of the chart are the names. So once you meet someone and you're vetting them and you're getting to know them, you should, from just vetting, know what lane to put them in. You should become a master vetter girl, master vetting queen, okay? And you're going to put them in their columns. And then boom, bitch. Once you've established a relationship and the connection and you guys are growing and now it's time to ask for something, you don't have to question it because you already know what column they're in. You know, we are spoiled goddesses over here, honey. We don't have to question what we want. We just have to make sure we have the right guy. You know? Duh. Okay. So that's number 5. Okay, so number 6 is setting the tone and choosing what's for you, okay? So this one is so important because you can make any man spend money on you if he's interested in you enough. You can make any man do things they're not used to doing if he's interested in you enough. But it's all about setting the tone. What type of girl are you? So if you go back and you look at my finesse videos, remember how I used to tell y'all men are only going to give a woman what they think they're used to getting? That's true. I stand on that. I have a beautiful synopsis of a queen right here explaining how that worked. Here's proof. In the pudding, bitch. Proof in the pudding, okay? And I want you guys to really understand the depth and the detail within that specific thing, okay? You have to set the tone. You have to set the tone. He has to know what you're used to. He has to know the standard of man that you expect from him. And you cannot. It doesn't matter how much you're attracted to him. It doesn't matter what he presents to you at first. It doesn't matter none of that shit. You still have to set the tone. What type of woman are you? What do you expect? What fulfills you? What excites you? Who are you? You know, not what are they or who are they and you changing things around because, oh, this is all they can give you. Okay. If you don't fit in silver, platinum, or gold, then you don't belong on my chart. You don't belong in my life, you know, but it's important that you have set the tone and can decipher like, okay, does he even fit the bill of any of these? You know, if he doesn't, then no, you know. And one thing I want to throw in, going back to platinum, silver, gold, if you're just strictly finessing, your finesse chart can be platinum, silver, gold. What's platinum for you? It's platinum tuition. It's platinum a home. It's platinum a car. You know, what's gold? You know, higher bills, a car note, a new car note. What is that? You know, silver. Maybe you just want to always have your hair, nails, makeup, glam done. You never want to look at a fucking phone bill again. You know? You want something paid in full. Something small, but like a monthly bill that's $20, but instead you want it paid in full at a $250 yearly fee. Those are the things in silver. You know what I'm saying? So regardless, you have your chart. Now, when it comes to setting the tone, you're talking to this guy, you're getting to know him, he's getting to know you. You know, you're setting the standard of like how you like to be treated, what the past relationships look like for you, why you're single now. You know, if you're the queen like me, it's like, oh, you know, me and my ex just didn't work out, whatever, which is typically the real fucking answer in this chapter. You know what I mean? We didn't always have everything in common, and we felt like we wanted to grow apart, but he always treated me well and showed me the way a goddess like myself is supposed to be treated by a man that really values them. So I have really high standards, and I just expect greatness from anybody that I decide to give my energy to. Set the tone, bitch. Set the tone. You're used to shit. This isn't new to you. You're used to shit, okay? So that's number 6, setting the tone and choosing what's for you. Now, number 7. Number 7 is where I thrive and where I love to just talk about becoming an experience, okay? This is something that the guy that I'm dating now said, right? I didn't never told him that I was an experience. He's experienced me himself. I'm an experience. You are here watching this video because I'm an experience. It's more than just a video. It's more than just some tips. Bitch, you're eating and thriving and living with me right now. I'm an experience. Everything about me is an experience. Coaching with me is an experience. Hanging out with me is an experience. Going out with me is an experience. Being seen with me is an experience. My presence is an experience. Become an experience. That's how you can get any man to fall for you, okay? Any man to fall for you. The way you become an experience, be interesting, be exciting, be full of life, have dreams, have aspirations, be bold, be sexy, be confident. Stop being fucking regular. You know what I mean? Be an experience. Be one of one, you know? That's when you get to be a chooser. Okay, and like we throw it back to what, 2017, I'm tripping. 2020. 2 type of people in this world, and you're a what? Chooser. Okay, so become an experience, girl. Okay, become an experience. I can't really dwell too deep on that because there's so many different things I could say, but it's important that you understand that when you start seeing life as a show. And that's one thing I was telling him about this the other day, like I see life, like, y'all know the way he describes me. I be telling everybody this because I thought this was one of the cutest things. Because he say cute shit all the time. One of the cutest things he ever said, if y'all ever seen the cartoon Hercules, you know how the little goddesses at the beginning of the movie be singing and shit? He thinks of me as one of the goddesses from the Hercules movie. And I thought that was so cute because, yeah, babe, I am that, okay? You want to be an experience because then you don't ever really second guess yourself anymore. You understand that you're the party. You understand that you're the vibe. So anybody forgetting that is somebody that doesn't deserve to be at the party anyway. Okay, I had lost my train of thought real quick and had to rewatch what I just said so I can make sure I finish that thought. But I was telling him, I see life as a show. I'm a performer. I am just performing every goddamn day. I am performing. The only difference is I'm performing as myself. But if you really start to think of life as like, I'm performing, this shit is a show. And this fucking show is going to be epic as fuck. It's easy to live life as though you're an experience, you know? I feel like life is a lot lighter, and I'm telling y'all, it could be the like vibes. I'm in a good vibe right now. I'm having a blast. I just fucking cleaned my house thorough as fuck, just because I just wanted to do that. Have this new lavender cleaning spray, so my house smells wonderful with the fucking lemon pound cake candle burning. I painted the damn slats for the wall finally. You know, so y'all will see those in a few days. I'm just feeling good. So I want y'all to understand my delivery in this video is truly from a divine aspect because life is supposed to be light and full of pleasure and love. Anything else beyond that is fucking bullshit and a waste of your time. Don't give your energy to shit that doesn't make you feel good. Give your energy to the shit that makes you feel alive, the shit that makes you feel happy, the shit that makes you smile. Don't overthink it. Don't question it. Find the benefit and the beauty of each individual thing in your life. And then if it doesn't bring you some type of beauty benefit, get it the fuck out of your life. It's that simple. Find the beauty and the benefit or get rid of it. Okay, and then the last thing, sacred pussy. That's number 8, okay? That's the 8th component of dating like a goddess. Honey, you're a vessel, you're a pearl, you're a gem, that shit in your pants, that ain't nothing you just give to somebody. That ain't nothing you just share with anybody. Like, girl, this is a magic portal you got going on down there. And you just out here just letting somebody think they can have it for nothing? You shouldn't even be turned on by a man that doesn't fulfill you or doesn't want to see you thrive or doesn't want you to be better or somebody. You shouldn't even be turned on by somebody that you don't look at and instantly want to connect with. Don't do it. You know what I mean? It's just that simple. This is sacred pussy, bitch. Sacred. Birkin pussy, baby. Okay? Go back and look at my Birkin pussy video if you haven't seen it. Sacred, though. Sacred yoni, okay? And when you get into that element of energy as a goddess, you start learning a lot about your little sacred yoni, okay? You learn about tantric sex. You learn about divine connections and experiences that you just won't have at a typical level until you decide to really step into the embodiment and understanding of what the fuck you're walking around with, girl. That is a magic portal down there. So don't let anybody just deal with you, okay? Don't let anybody just think they can have a taste of magic, honey. That's not how it works, okay? Everything about you is expensive, including that. It's just that simple. Just that simple, okay? So, like I told y'all earlier, in the Date Like a Goddess workshop, I break down all 8 of those components into detail and explain every single thing that you need to know about each component and why it's necessary and beautiful for your life. Actually, just to add some icing on it, I'll tag a link below with a review from the Date Like a Goddess workshop so you can really see somebody else's direct opinion on their experience with that workshop, because the workshop itself is an experience, okay? So now, before we finish this video, I want to talk quickly about some masculine and feminine energy things, okay? So these are some just definite differences between masculine and feminine energy, and I just want you to really understand it from this perspective so that it's hopefully simplified for you, okay? So the balance of masculine and feminine energy is understanding that feminine energy is flowing and dynamic, okay? Feminine energy is ease. Feminine energy is light. Feminine energy is flow, okay? You don't move. You let what's for you come to you. I actually didn't even start this video by telling you about our girlie in the story, but our girlie in the story had to learn how to date like a goddess, and she had to learn how to balance her masculine and feminine energy because of the energy that she had come to be so familiar with when she was in her shark era. So that's kind of how this all ties together. But either way, it's important to understand that like what's for you is going to come to you when you're in your goddess energy, when you're really in your feminine embodiment. Everything that's for you comes to you. You don't fucking search. You don't hunt for it. You don't try to find it. You're just existing. You're being, okay? And one of the things on here I'm going to get to, but it's about being versus doing, and that's a fine line between masculine and feminine energy, but we'll get there, okay? So the first thing is to understand that you don't move. You let what's for you come to you. The next thing is feminine energy is the embodiment of expression and creation. And feminine energy also recognizes when it's time to destroy or let go of something in order to clear out the space for something new, okay? Feminine energy is the acceptance. So it's a video that I posted a long time ago that was like, I had to break my heart so many times in order to live my best life. And I was basically speaking in the essence of like, I had to let go of things that I thought I loved or things that I thought I wanted so bad in order to have access to the things that were really for me or things that were actually going to be a part of my fulfillment as far as happiness really went. And that's a big part of feminine energy, is the willingness to let go, the willingness to know that this time is up, the willingness to recognize when messengers are present. This kind of goes with that as well. This is another one, but feminine energy doesn't suppress their emotions. We recognize that our emotions and feelings are valuable messengers, and we listen to the lessons. There are so many lessons. I have learned so many lessons. And if you really get to the embodiment of goddess energy, you understand that there is no lesson that can break you. You can no longer be destroyed by something that happens here on this earth. There's nothing here on this earth that can destroy me. Like, there's some things that may trigger my emotions. There are some things that may make me sad for a moment, and instant emphasis on a moment, okay? There are some things that make me feel destructive or like I need to just break down for a second. But as far as destroy me or take away from the purpose that I have here on this earth, you know, or who I am as a woman, or it's never a, oh my God, what's wrong with me? It's never that. It's all in essence of understanding the message in the messengers and the lessons that I'm meant to learn along the journey in order to get to where I'm trying to go. Okay. One, that's feminine energy. That's divine feminine energy. But two, is acceptance of what's for you will always be for you, and acceptance and understanding of everything happens exactly as it's supposed to. That's feminine energy, and it's goddess embodiment. Okay. Another thing, when you're in your feminine energy, you think in a circular motion rather than a linear one. You understand that everything is connected and happens as it's supposed to. And you also understand that it's not about getting from point A to point B. It's all about knowing that you can get wherever the fuck you want to go. It's not going from, I got to go from here to here to here, or I got to do this to this to this. So one thing that I learned about myself is I used to be very strategic in that. And that absolutely works, and it's absolutely beneficial in the essence of getting something done or accomplishing a major goal or becoming a businesswoman. But it is masculine when you are strategic like that. That's masculine. It's masculine. And it's nothing wrong with understanding where to place the masculine energy that you need in certain components of your life. But it's also important to be able to take a step back and recognize where masculine energy is present that does not need to be present. Okay? And that's something that comes along on your goddess energy and comes along on your goddess journey. Okay, like I don't look for men, and that's why I've always told you guys, stop fucking freestyling, stop going places strategically looking for wealthy men, because you're looking for what's already looking for you. If you've already gotten to the place in the embodiment of, I'm a woman that deserves a man who is going to treat me how I deserve to be treated, a man who's going to expose me to things that I deserve to be exposed to, a man that's going to take me from here to here, a man who's going to really value me like the queen I am and treat me like the wife they always wanted. Once you've decided that shit, you don't have to go looking for it. You don't have to necessarily be at the right place at the right time. Yes, could you run into it? Sure. But a woman that's really within her goddess embodiment, it naturally happens. The most wealthy men, the most wonderful experiences that I've had, everything weren't things that I strategically planned. It was me being present and being within the energy of loving and valuing the fuck out of myself. That's how I was able to have it, you know? It wasn't me looking or expecting or whatever, you know? Of course I have a standard. Of course I have values, everything along those lines. But if I'm already living in that, I'm not forcing any of that. I'm here. And what's for me is always going to be for me, you know? That's divine goddess embodiment, divine feminine embodiment, okay? So always remember, everything is moving in a circle. Everything is happening how it's supposed to. It's not here, 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 here. It's everything flows, everything grows, everything goes. Everything flows, grows, and goes, you know? Circle. Okay, so bouncing off of that, as far as talking about like the linear side of things, masculine energy is more stable and more predictable. Remember, strategic, stable, and predictable. Masculine energy is also direct. You think about how like aggressive it can come off when you just speak your fucking mind, right? And remember how I always tell y'all, 30 seconds to 3 minutes in order before you just start just saying the shit or spraying the shit out your mouth that you want to say. What is going to benefit you? That is a feminine trait, to think about what the fuck, before I respond to this bullshit, what is going to benefit me? What response is going to benefit me? Once you decide that, then you respond, okay? That's feminine energy. Being direct and straight to it, reading a bitch, that's masculine energy, okay? And we're letting that go because we're moving in the energy of our ultimate pleasure. We're moving in the energy of our ultimate benefit. Simple. Lastly, masculine energy likes to create structures and rules. So one thing that's important, and why I'm saying these masculine things, are those 3 things are important as shit when it comes to building a 6-figure business, building a multi-million-dollar brand at that. You have to have these things in order, specifically structures and rules with your companies. That's so important. That's something I had to learn the hard way along my entrepreneurial journey. I've been an entrepreneur since 2017 now, okay? So I've took all the lessons and L's that we all need to take, okay? But one thing I had to learn was structure, rules, and knowing how you want shit to go. Then you find people to put in those places. The one thing you don't want to do is just be open to anybody trying to help you with any damn thing, because that's when you waste money, you waste time, and you learn lessons that you don't even necessarily need to learn. So it's important that you know what you want, you know what you're looking for, and you focus on that along your journey. Okay, so that's our video for tonight. That's days 12 and 13, and hopefully you can see how they both mesh together. I feel like I dropped so many gems in this video and gave you some A1 energy with it, okay? Don't forget that you have your 15 days of Dash specials below, located in the description box. Make sure you follow me on Instagram so you can celebrate my birthday with me this week. If you guys need me, you know how to reach me directly, whether it be through Instagram DM or email. And other than that, I will see you lovely faces in the next video. Make sure, once again, that you're here for days 14 and 15 because it's some specialty dropping. And our girly will be here to reveal herself on the 15th. So, until then.